president should take this very serious. Good day, Nigerians. My name is Gbadebo, Olamerun. Generally speaking, it's my view and my very critical content on the policy of the CBN on Naira redesign at this political time in the Nigerian life. I must say very effectively that this policy is germane for some of the expectations of government. I must say that the way things are going, as a person, as an individual, I say it's a welcome development for the Nigerian economy to revamp its currency contract over the years. Without making so much ado, this policy will aid the stability of Naira. This policy will give Naira greater edge across its contemporaries on the continent. This policy will give Naira a quality representation among its contemporaries at the world climate. We're sure it is well thought through. However, the timing is wrong. The timing will define the success of the story. The timing has shown effectively that the thought of the CBN is ill-timed, and it has brought lots of pains, lots of hardship, lot of agitation, lot of demonstrations, and if care is not taken, it will turn into bloodshed. If care is not taken, it will begin to spring negative imaging for our dear country again, knowing fully well that we're gradually going into electionary period. In a couple of days, the entire 200 million Nigerians will be going to the pool to determine who becomes the president and all elected positions as the case may be. So I am beckoning back on the CBN governor and on extension the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria to have a rethink of this decision and do what is needful. And the Buhari-led administration has been very sincere in critical sector of the economy when they take policies or actions that are people against people oriented. All right, I'll give an example. If you remember when the Buhari-led administration was tying the Lagos-Ibadan Express Road, they brought a lot of hardship to the people living within that terrain, and to the wise and wisdom of the president, they retracted. I can remember vividly, for the whole of the Christmas period, there was no work, and there was easy flow of moving within that terrain. Again, I'm also aware that on Monday, they stopped work on every Monday. So that is a government that can feel the pulse of its people, that this policy is bringing negative vibes. This policy is bringing unintended negative vibes, and the government that is very open to the yearnings and the pains of the people change those narratives. The same thing we are calling the president of Nigeria to do same. Put all the cards on the table. Despite the good and the positive vibes this initiative will bring to the Naira, it is bringing a lot of hardship. It's bringing a lot of pains to the Nigerian ecosystem. So it's critical that we need to change this analysis. Secondly, history has to be kind to us. Secondly, history always repeats itself. Secondly, if care is not taken, history will not forgive this administration. And if you go down the memory lane, you will see in 1984, there was a Naira redesign strategy policy during Buhari's tenure as the military head of state. And this same thing happened. They were hardship, there were pains, there were demonstrations. Some people lost their hard-earned income. In fact, some people died in the course of this. I can tell you one or two of my friends' father that had several health conditions because of this initiative in 1984. And what happened? The pains and yearnings of the people cried up, and there was a coup d'etat that took the government of Buhari, and by 1985, a new person has taken power from him. Will this repeat itself? Will history repeat itself? Will there be another coup d'etat? My question is, the answer to my question is a no. We will never allow another coup to happen in this Nigeria. Democracy has come to stay, and we're using all that we have to support it. Democracy has come to stay in Nigeria, and that's all we have. We'll support it, we'll give it all it takes to maintain this trajectory that we will be governed by the people, for the people, and for the people. So we're ready to make that happen. However, if care is not taken, there will be another form of coup d'etat. Meaning that APC and all of its coups, all of the good work they've done, will be overtaken by these effects. So if the president does not quickly reassess his move, you'll be shocked that the person we cannot afford to be our president will emerge as president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria after this election. And if that happens, it will be another form of what happened in 1984 that transcended into 1985. Until today, the democracy that we have, there is no way we say that we don't mention the guy that took power from us in 1985. It took Nigeria decades for us to come out of 1985 era that was corrected in 1999. So His Excellency cannot afford to make this mistake again, which is very germane. Thirdly, I think the CBN governor is reactive to all of the things that are happening, and we don't need that at this point in time. We need a CBN that is proactive ahead of time. It is until things happen that is when the CBN is now gathering his directors and his deputy directors to go around the nook and crannies of the country to see how they can solve all these challenges. No. So the CBN should over time know that if there is no Naira released to the public, there will be agitations. So they should be able to fight succor for Nigerians. The 30,000 super agents cannot, I repeat, cannot supply the resources required for Nigerians to live. So my advice is that since on Monday there's been a little improvement. It will make an impact. And there will be more agitation, there will be more protest, there will be more display of pains in the land. So CBN should please quickly work in hand with the mobile money fintech guys and provide minimum five POS guys at the front of each of the banks, so that Nigerians can come and have access to their hard-earned income, so that there can be liquidity back in the economy. We know very well that this policy will reduce the costs of monetary value in Nigeria, which is straight. We know this policy will reduce terrorism financings, which is very germane. We know this cost will indirectly or directly reduce corruption. We know very well that this cost will also increase the standing of our currency in the world at large. However, it is ill-timed. It is empirical that the state must understand that what you do at the wrong time is different from what you do at the right time. We're trying to stop the politicians from having access for vote buying. These guys own banks. I don't need to mention any one of them. They have strong allies. They have strong control of the financial monetary value and the monetary policies in Nigeria. So it is the masses. It is the man down the road in Kubwa. It is the man down the road in Kafancha. It is the man down the road in Enugu that does not have access to these finances, that is feeling this pain. Not these guys. If you're talking of funds, they will have access to do whatever atrocity that they want to do. So what am I saying? These guys will not feel the pinch as much as you think. Now, the guys that are going around the social media houses advising that there should not be a redesign, a reassessment of this decision, they don't love Nigeria. In fact, some of them can even win one vote. and they don't care about the pains and the agitation of Nigeria. So saying to our CBN governor, like your contemporaries in other sectors have seen that some of their policies are counterproductive and they retracted their steps and reshoot. So the CBN governor should do same. Retract your steps, talk to the president and make Nigeria great with this policy. Finally, it is empirical that we go into the pool. Nigerians must go to the pool with an open mind. Nigerians should not go to the pool with annoyance. We all know that any decision you take with annoyance is never a right decision. And that's why we're standing to say it loud and clear. That if Nigerians go to the pool with annoyance, with hunger, we will vote the wrong person, very wrong person. Because the man that is angry, his conscience are not clear. The president should take this very serious. We cannot allow Nigerians go to the pool with anger and hunger. It will reflect a wrong candidate, and we will be bringing a junta into the Nigerian leadership, and that will not happen. We can't afford to make that happen. So it's a free mind, it's a free thought, it's a free proposition that we're calling on well-meaning Nigerians to please look at this effectively and see how we can make this the best. Thank you very much.